Hello everyone, myself Sanket. Today I'm going to talk about Sociology Week 4. Let's start with culture will not exist without resisting the society. Even culture, subculture, counterculture, everything affects the individual behavior and learning, which the thing or society rejected. Everything is learning by the individual, whatever is happening. For example, if the person also learn from the someone other person friends. If someone I have my friend, I am also learning the behavior from his friend as well, what he is doing and behaving, how the person is treating the other person. That's the thing. Okay. And there are the some primary stage at which come into the first 5 years of the children. At the first year of the children's come into primary stage. At what stage children get to start adopt the things. They only adopt and learn and absorb the whatever the things is happening. And after the secondary stage come after the 5 years until the person is die is the second stage in which the someone individual started the asking the question and observing and learning a lot and start to also behaving the other person. For example, in the small age when children get parenting by their parents, they also start playing with the dolls and start to behave with the dolls like the parents. They take care of the dolls, they behave as the parents started any types of behavior. Whatever they show angerness to their children, they also start behaving in the angerness to the dolls and some other objects. This is the formal things which are the learning by the society, by the individuals. And whatever the things is that formal or informal, what is the difference between them? For example, uh, there is a student who got he caught by his professor, and his professor let the children go as he got caught cheated in the assignment, and the professor let him go and give him only warning and say you have to the you have to done this assignment again. And this is the informal way. If the child, if according to the law, if the professor punished him. Another things we are learning from nature and nurture. What is the difference between nature versus nurture? Nature is the biological things which the person need, and nurture is socially constructed things which the person learn from the society. For example, if the person is feeling sense of hungry is nature, and the person, the individual choose which type of food is the nurture, because he and see anyone is choose the food according to their taste, what type of taste he learned from the society and the overall environment surrounding the person. That's the difference between nature and nurture. To explain it more briefly, let's take the example of a kids and a baby children. If we raise a baby children between the group of cats for take example of for many years, what gonna happen? Children gonna start behaving like the cats. He will not learn the society normal behavior. He get the behavior from the cats. He only starting the creating the sound of meow, and always try to behave like them, like to also try to drink milk and water like them with their tongue. This is the difference. If we raise a kit between the human, that will not impact their mentality because it's their nature. But human have their nurture, but is socially constructed. One of the student have a good question regarding this. Like he is The parrots also speak. He saw in the movie that parrots also speak words. To explain that, parrots only copy the words. He don't know what he's speaking. He only listen and start as it is repeating what the parrot listen from another person. That is parroting. He only parroting. He only copy the words and start speaking as it is said. After speaking that, he don't know what he's speaking and he what he want to speak. That's his The parrot has some special skills, but that's his nature, not a nurture. That's the difference between other thing, between the humans and the animals. Humans have nature, but the animals have only nature. Humans have nature, but they are sense of angriness, but how to behave. What is ID, ego, and superego? ID is a biological need. Person need air to live. Person need water to drink to live. It's their need. The sexual things also come into the ID. Whatever the approved by the legitimate by the laws are come into the ID. For example, a person get a person need air, water, food, the normal things, clothes to wear, and if the individual get caught in a crime, he get punishment. These normal ID should government also provide to the individual: water, clothes, food, air, environment. These are the come into ID. The next one is ego. Ego is the person learn from the society. What the attitude he learned surrounding them, how the people started behaving and treating to them in the certain situation. They also like to follow as it is as it is the behavior as he come over into the situation in over the time. That is the ego, how the person behave in a certain situation and learn from the society. And what is the super ego? Super ego is the thing which the person learn in their early childhood stage from their values, from their norms, from their culture. For example, a certain culture started raising the children with this certain norms and beliefs that you are raised up to be a brave, you raised to be person like a super honest, you raise a person like smart. That is the superego, and in the over the time he also start behaving that. If the person get the strong foundation in their early childhood and get that you are a super honest person, super smart, super intelligent, and you have to done you have to not ever cheat in the life. That is the superego. And in this certain time he get go over in the situation like, you if you can give me money, I will give you leak the paper or anything. He have certain beliefs and super ego in the mind, no, I will not take, and reject that things on the spot. That is the sign of the strong foundation. That is the super ego. Now talk about theory. There are lots of theory in sociology with the person research on that. For example, one theory is by the Charles Horton Cooley. And I'm sorry, like I weak in learning the name of people. Maybe I mispronounce some words, but you can understand the theory. The Charles Cooley theory is learning glass theory, looking glass self theory. Like when the certain type of people behaving started behaving a surrounding the person that, and always behave in a certain behavior to one individual, like you are so stupid, and always not to give enough importance to the one person. And he be the person surrounding them that one individuals always treat them as a stupid, as a naive, as a not smart enough. He always not doesn't give enough attention to that person. Over the time, what gonna happen? The person also start behaving as it is to them. Whatever they are doing, he started behaving as a stupid, as a naive. He always saw he is not smart enough. That is a looking glass mirror theory by Cooley, Charles Cooley. Another theorist person is theory is another theory is by Eric Goffman, manage management of behavior, impression management theory. People are able to manage other people behavior according to them, according to the Eric Goffman theory. For example, life is a theater in which people are playing the role according to the one person, whatever the impression he make over all the other person, and how he always want to behave other person according to them. That's is the theory, and not all the time that theory is implemented according to them, because some person are already smart enough so they not get targeted by them, but some person are not giving attention to the situation, so they can always maintain their impression how they want. So now I'm going to talk about the socialization. Who is the socialization? Like, I am telling about the person, the individual are learning from the society, the behavior, the norms, the value, the what is the whose society the person is learning. The the individual started from the early childhood starting learning. The first impact he got from their primary socialization, which he got from their parents. Parents come have their strong and capital culture socialization. How? If the person get a strong capital cultural socialization as a good parents, like in the childhood days their parents choose and give a high impact on the children mind, what type of books he have to read, what type of line in his life he have to choose, how he have to sit, how he have to eat, how he have to walk, how the individual have to behave in a certain situation, how he have to behave to the tone of the skins, how have to behave to the discriminate in the situation of discrimination, how he have to worship in the front of his god. Appreciation just come into primary that's also count as a capital cultural socialization, as it's a big impact. If the person get bad parenting, he or she will get a good bad bad social ID in the future, or negative circumstances. Next level is from the in their school. School give a big impact of the socialization, as he have to behave in a certain situation as their neighbors, their peers, their friends, and school also make the individual learns how he have to sit and how he have to behave. He have to come in the class on the time, he have to eat at this time, he have to wear certain clothes, certain uniforms, and also interact with the outer world people. And that is the second biggest socialization, secondary socialization part, in which students, the children and individuals get another social behavior environment, in which he also learn how to behave in the certain types of culture, certain types of norms, in the beliefs, how he have to understand the certain types of tone of colors, and that